First of all, I said it a lot of times, and I will never forget this. That it's very big honor to me to coach a club like Crvena Zvezda. It's a big club with great history, big history, and to me to be the coach of Crvena Zvezda is very big honor that I will never forget, and I will always respect. Secondly, it was my first year, and for sure when you go in another country to coach in a foreign country, you need to adjust, you need to learn. Still, I'm learning. I didn't participate till now ABA League, so I learned how is it to play in ABA League and also Euroleague. But you know, still I'm learning. For sure, I want to be better as a coach of the team next season comparing to this season that we finished. And you know, Belgrade is very beautiful, except basketball. Let's say the city is very beautiful. The country is very nice. The people are very friendly, and you know, everything is excellent. We did our job. We didn't do nothing special. I am here in Crvena Zvezda with the players to bring wins and titles, and simply we did our job. Okay, the season finished really well. I don't know if it's easy to make it again. You know, it's not easy, of course. From the other side, we will try to do our best again. But of course, personally, myself, I have to the back of my head that we didn't succeed in Euroleague, and we need to be much better next year in Euroleague, so to show our power also in Euroleague level. Yes, from the very first moment when I arrived in the team, I had great support from our fans, and I think that was happening because of my previous performances as a Euroleague coach, with the success that I had, let's say, with my previous teams, like to go to Final Fours, etc. But specifically because of Olympia, I was ex-Olympiacos coach, that the fans are very close together. But as long as I start to coach and the team, and as long as we start to win games, especially at the end, you know, this love was bigger and bigger. And of course, it's vice versa. So I respect them and I love them a lot because, first of all, they know basketball. They can understand that we are trying to change the things for the good of the club, and I think that you know, in Serbia the people they are very well educated, like in sports, and specifically now we are talking about basketball, and this is very good for every club. That let's say you must be honest to the fans and to tell them the truth and to tell them what we are trying to do. And even if they don't like it 100%, because for sure everybody wants immediate results, that this is not easy to happen all the time. But if you tell them that we are in a procedure to build a good team, we are in a procedure to grow as a team, to get better, to do something, you know, step by step with a method and a program, I think they will understand and they will support and they will be patient to see the results after 1 year, after 2 years. Every game is important, as in Euroleague we say, but also in ABA League and in Cup. Cup is knockout games. Serbian League semi-finals, finals, so again almost knockout. There are a lot of games in general for the players. The players have also the national team. European basketball needs to think all this. First of all, we must understand that the players are human beings, and all the different parts that represent basketball, like Euroleague, like FIBA, national teams, local leagues, not only in Serbia, in general in Europe, they need to sit in the same table to find a schedule that will fulfill all the expectations of the fans, but also control the, let's say, a little much the fatigue and the injuries because of so many games to the players. We need to protect the players. They need to have time to rest. They need to have time for national teams. They need to have time for EuroLeague. They need to have time for local leagues. So you understand that we need to find a way how to put them all together. Maybe less games in each league, but to make one schedule for everything. So this will be in favor of the sport, because we have statistically more injuries now. We must understand that the best players of Europe, they are going to the NBA. Look what happened with Vezenkov, with Micic, and they were MVP and of EuroLeague, and they went to the NBA. So less quality, more fatigue for the players. This is not in favor of the sport. That's why we need to sit down and think how all these things will be in the future, because if we continue like that, I think the competition will be okay with so many teams, but the level of the competition will be lower and lower every year. Plavšić, I was following him all season, and he has big potential. I believe on him a lot, and now he will have his chance to play in EuroLeague. I think he's already a EuroLeague player. He doesn't need to prove this, because with all these years, my experience of EuroLeague, he's already at this level. So to me, he just needs to stay humble, practice hard, and get all the experiences, new experiences that he's ready to get. I'm happy also that we signed him, because he's talented, he has potential, he's younger than some other players that we have, and I think that he will give also future to our club, because as a coach, I'm not thinking, although I'm foreigner, I'm not thinking, let's say, just the present for our club, but also one of my duties, let's say, all this period that I will coach Cezna Zvezda is to create the next day after me. So the club will have continuity, and will have future ahead of the club. This is one of my, not all the coaches are thinking like that, but I want to create something also for the future, for the present and the future, of course. He is a shooter, stretch 4, that we didn't have so good shooter in 4 position. He will have a specific role as a shooter, and he will stretch the floor, and we will have better distances for inside game, for outside game, for penetrations, and he will give one more dimension to us. Yes, Karan is a player that will give us great shooting, scoring. he will give us also very good defense, great defense, because he improved a lot his defense lately, last years. And I believe that he's a tough player, mentally tough, and he showed that he can help the team in for playoff level and final fours. So we will try to use his quality as a player, but also his experiences, because I want to create like Kalinic. He took the EuroLeague, he was in final fours, he was in playoffs, he played this type of games. He was in a team that was fighting to go to the playoffs, so he knows how to do it. And we wanted to bring together with the other players that they have done this, like Teodosić, like Bolomboy, like all these players that they brought the team to top level, to final fours, to have this experience from more players that will help us to step by step and succeed. No, we were in talks with Canan. Let's say they offered him before the finish of the season, but we didn't talk obviously with him because he had the finals. We respect this. We waited the finals to be finished, and then we start to negotiate with him, and we signed him after 5 days. I don't remember exactly, 4 or 5 days that after the end of their season. With Kalinic, we wait also the decision of Barcelona, you know, to see what will happen. For sure, Kalinic was one of our priorities because he's Serbian, first of all. He's top-level player, and he's a player that he knows where he's coming. This is his home. He came back to home, and as a coach, I believe that our team must have the best possible local players, and I count a lot to the Serbian players. This has to do something against the foreigners, but I want to combine the core of the Serbian players together with quality foreign players like Canan, like some other players that we want to sign, and then all this group to be a solid group to fight for all the competitions that you mentioned before. Because it's a player that also showed that he is a team player, first of all. And we want this type of player that he's point guard. He likes to pass. We want player that he likes to pass, because we have scorers. And this guy, he can score, he can pass, he can play defense. He had a great season, and he's tough to play defense. So I think he's the type of player that will make his teammates better. And we wanted this type of player, and I believe that signing him, he will help us a lot. I have special relationship with him. We have very good chemistry together, and this comes in the past 20 years ago, I don't remember, when he was very young, not 20, but 18. He was, I don't remember exactly when he came to Olympiacos, 19, he was 19, 20, I don't remember. Maybe you remember better. He was so young, and I was assistant coach. I was always close to him, trying to help him to adjust. So young in a foreign country, doesn't speak well the language, the English language, and you know, I was trying to help him all the time, to suggest him, to guide him, and And then I met him also in CSKA Moscow. I was again assistant coach of Jonas Kazlauskas. And again, I was close to him as an assistant coach, you know, talking to him, and he was, for sure, he was more mature those days than he was when he arrived in Olympiacos. And then now I met him again as a head coach. And first of all, I want to say that I'm so happy that I coach him now as a head coach. And Milos is a unique player that this type of players you cannot find easy. Believe me, I coach a lot of great players like Spanoulis, like Peđu Stojakovića, like a lot. In Russia, Kirilenko and Zvezde, and a lot of great players. Milos has something that you cannot find easy, this passing ability and this creation and this, he watches the game 2 moves ahead. So this is not easy to understand it. Sometimes also in the practices and in the games, it's happening that his teammates doesn't understand him, you know, what he wants to do. But when they understand him, then all of a sudden they are under the rim with the ball alone. So, you know, it's very important to be his coach for me, and I'm very happy that I cooperate with him. Jago, when I arrived, he didn't have a permanent position in the 12 players. And from the very first moment that I arrived, I talked to him and I told him that I supported him, and I showed him that I count on him. So I started to put him to play, and then as long as he started to play, he was better and better. And he showed that he has a big character as a player. He showed his character. I think he improved a lot his game, and I expect that this year will be much better than comparing the previous one, because he's foreigner, he's for a country far from Serbia, from Brazil. For sure he adjusted, but as much as you feel comfortable in a country, in a team, you can be more productive, and I expect that this will happen now with Jago next season. Topić, I tried Topić, to bring Topić from the very first day when I arrived in Crvena Zvezda. And as you saw, after he practiced with us 3-4 days, and then I put him immediately in starting lineup, because I believe that Nikola is a player that now he's ready to play in top level, although he's so young. Unfortunately, he got injured. Now the most important thing for him is his health, and then I want for him all his dreams to come true. I think in general that we have mutual respect, both of them respect each other, and it's not now that we are in the big rivals, coaching the big rivals of Serbian basketball, and this will never change no matter what, because both of us respect each other, and both of us respect also our opponents. So to me, you know, with Coach Obradović, we are, you know, a lot of years in the union here, but he was the first president. He created all this for the coaches. he has so many success. So to me, it's very interesting to be together in the same country, in the same competition. From the other side, I think that both of us, we have our principles as humans, that we don't want to break these principles, no matter how much big pressure you have for the results. And this is what keeps us in a great relationship even now. I think all the days were very interesting. It's a very well organized event that a lot of young coaches from 54 different countries came here to participate in this clinic and to listen from the Euroleague coaches their ideas, their philosophy. And all these events are very nice because you can exchange ideas and always you are talking about our lovely sport, basketball. Yes, for me personally, because I'm also vice president of the EHCB, together with Coach Itoudis, who is the president, and all the members, all the people that they organize this, we felt that we need to be great, to show great hospitality. We try to do our best to organize a great event. And because we want this event in our country to be one of the best, and I think till now is the best. From what all the other coaches told us, not because of what I'm saying. You are younger and you don't remember 80s and 90s that the main attraction of all the country was the derby PAOK Aris or Aris PAOK. And of course there was also Iraklis, that was very traditional first league team. And you know, in 90s basketball moved in Thessaloniki, and Thessaloniki has in Greece a nickname like Basketomana, which means basketball city, basketball mother city. So you understand that now that these teams are not in the top level, it's not easy for us, all the people from Thessaloniki. For sure, I would prefer as a basketball person of Greece to see also these teams to raise up again and to have a great impact to the European basketball, not only in Greece, but in general to European basketball. Yes. I met Peđa in PAOK. I was assistant coach. That was his last season before he go to NBA. And then when he was coming from NBA to Thessaloniki, we were practicing together all summers to go back to NBA. So I have very special relationship with him. Still we are in touch. I saw him last summer before I come to Zvezde in Thessaloniki. Now we said here that we met accidentally that we will meet in Thessaloniki again. I have very good relationship with him.